Morning, everybody. Do a quick video today and reveal the ancient Chinese secret. Yeah. No, I think I told y'all that I was getting acupuncture, but man, it's been, let's see, yesterday was my 6th day of getting I was getting acupunctured, and I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. The only pain I have right now is this shoulder. It's a bad shoulder, and she's been working on it. It's getting better, but my spine, my back. I was in the other day, and I was hurting so bad, my neck and down in my thoracic. I was in pain. I was hurting, and the day before, we had worked on my stomach, put about a dozen needles in my stomach, and man, that made me feel wow. It makes you feel just way better overall. And so told her I was hurting those shoulders, man, it's killing me. And she put some needles in my face up here on both sides, and boy howdy, that sure worked. Now today I'm going back. I got 3 more visits, but I can't believe how much better it feels. And it's all from, she puts them in my face. I've only had them put any in my back in spots twice. And mostly it's just all in my face. Forehead right here, over here in my cheeks, down here. Man, it feels crazy. When she puts it in, you can feel the little opening they're going for, and then when it finally breaks through, I do a lot of oh mans. But I'd had acupuncture before, didn't do any good. But the lady just did, little trigger spots on my back. She did some of my hands, but she never did any on my face like that. And these are the ones that make all the difference. I mean, all the difference. I'm scared because I keep thinking, oh, any second my back's just gonna just start hurting just the way it was, just gonna go away. Actually, I had a couple of anxiety episodes last night. Either I was dreaming it or I was thinking it. Man, I woke up thinking, oh, I've lost all my healing, and it was scary. I had my anxiety way up just thinking about losing this little bit I've gained. Alex is going with me. She went once last week, and she's going today. We both have an appointment today, so it's working great for me. I'm just, man, it makes me mad that I wasn't doing it 6 years ago. I would have been, man, this lady would have been bestest friends. Okay. I don't know what that noise was. Y'all hear it? But that is all super duper. Because I haven't felt this good in a long time. And so I'm not going to complain. Last night, got to FaceTime with Addie and Emma, and Addie Lou giving sister kisses. They're having their tummy time. There's Emma. She getting big fast. They sure grow fast. Goodness. And there's Oh, Lulu. She's getting so big. They grow so fast. She's so smart. She this this daycare she goes to, they're teaching them sign language. Yeah, this not even 2 years old yet. Knows more sign language than I ever will. She does. Early on, it was cute because when she's in her high chair, you want more, and she's more, please. And I was like, well, that's cute. Well, they're going further than that, man. They're teaching them. Good morning, dear. I hear Mama and the dogs. What's up? I'm doing a little live stream, but yeah, just amazing. Last night, what was it? She said. Maddie said. Maddie said the deal is you're teaching them sign language, and we're talking to her, going, all right, do 1, 2, and Addie's wanting to spell letters, and because that's got her a little confused. I said, well, what do they do then when they're counting? You got to use your fingers. What do they use your toes? What's going on? And Maddie's like, well, I'm not sure. I just know that it's I think it's so confusing. Okay. And I found a bunch of, or didn't have to find them, knew where they were. Pictures of Madison when she was that age, running around in her diaper. And you send those pictures, and she's like, I get it, Dad. I get it. I'm like, you like to think how perfect a child you were. How'd you sleep, dear?
Good.
I'm listening.
I let Fred and 7 out.
Super. Are you going back to bed? Jen, answer me. I'm guessing that's a yes. This is early for her. Way early. Must have been just for the dogs. But we certainly blessed. I don't know why we bought him a potty seat and get her potty trained. And Maddie's like, well, it's just kind of hard, Dad. I got a baby, and I'm like, you got to get that kid potty trained. It's gonna make your life so much better. I said, you should have already been doing it. Oh, okay, it's balls in your court. You can change diapers all day long. I don't care. Okay, go ahead. It's up to you. I just know with our kids, we did not have 2 in diapers at once. Alex, they're 18 months apart, and Alex was potty trained around the time Maddie got there. So we weren't doing you take the big one and I'll take the little one. Nope, 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 nope. What else? What else is going on in this world? Oh man, you guys, prayers for the comedian Jim Brewer. He announced the other day his wife has been battling cancer for quite a while. She's been on a clinical trial thing, and he said the other day she had gotten a biopsy done and that her cancer was back. It was everywhere. And the guy put up one of the most pretty cool just, I guess you'd say, personal view on it. He I hope he seems to have his heart and mind in the right spot on God and stuff. And so just pray for those guys. Wow, that was crazy. Because his wife, he's talked about her a little bit, but he keeps her out of the out of the picture, and just talks about how great a wife she's been, and he's talked a little bit about the cancer battle, but it's always been positive and how great they're doing, and she's doing great, and then bam, they get that diagnosis. That's got to be tough. But he was, what a great perspective. He said, "Man, I ain't gonna be mad at God. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm grateful for the time I had with my wife. I'm grateful that God, put us together. Jeez, I ain't gonna give it up all now. It was great. I've got a great thing here." And it's just, man, it's one of those deals. It almost seems like some of the best people, just have some of the crappiest luck. The crappiest stuff happens to them. It just seems like there's so many other deserving of a nice little cancer in their colon or something. Hold on. I hear you, Fred. I hear you. Oh, let the other mutts in. But yeah, put Jim Brewer and his wife Dee in your prayers. He was doing a show last week and talking to his daughter and her boyfriend who are there. Who are over in New Zealand. And they're back in New Zealand and Europe and stuff. And wow, those kids had plans. They've already scheduled stuff, flights and hotels months in advance. And wow, I wonder if they're going to come back home. Because they had this 2 more years or so they're going to be in Europe doing this. They were going to Australia. They're going, everywhere. And so you got to wonder, wow, what are they going to do? Wow. And so, yeah, pray for those people. The shooter in Nashville, that, wow, that's crazy. And somebody like that does something like that, and they want my guns. They didn't do nothing. They were crazy. You all right in there? I've been doing vape pens. I got some sativa ones from a buddy finally. But that shooting thing, the politicians are just so despicable. The first thing one side does is come out going, "Hey, we should have banned guns a long time ago. Hey, Flat Fact, how are you?" They start on that, "Man, I gotta ban these guns." And, excuse me. I don't know if y'all seen any of the congressional hearings, but they were having a hearing on the ATF trying to ban the hand brace. And those people are so full of it. They're so ignorant. One of them gets up there and goes, "By adding this brace, you increase the lethality of this weapon." And it's like, it's a handpiece. How do you change the lethality of the weapon? It's no more dangerous with that handpiece than it was without it. It's no more dangerous. That changes nothing. The only thing it does is give people that are amputees or don't have, the best dexterity and stuff, gives them a third point of contact so they can hold a rifle well and enjoy shooting. But watch out, Diesel. Move, Diesel. But that's all it is. And who are these bureaucrats that just all of a sudden are they looking through the manuals, going, "Here's something we can ban. Here's something we can take away from them. They can't stop us here. Just leave us the hell alone." Oh my God! What do you do? What do you do with this? It's just getting worse. And the the beauty of the Biden administration is the beauty of their ignorance. Because look at all the stuff they did. You go all the way back to the school board. Diesel, go outside if you're gonna bark. The school board works at the White House, and they write up a letter and they send it to the attorney general, and it takes him 5 days to start an investigation on parents. Right? I mean, they jump on their shit. This whole deal. This what was I talking about? The Biden administration. Just the things they do. It was like Matt Taibbi. The day he goes to testify before Congress, the IRS goes to his house. Think about that. That had to have been an office thing sitting there going, all right, there's some bitches fixing to get to us. What are we doing? Send an agent to his house? Strapped? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that first. Let's send an agent. Let's send 3 agents strapped. Let them make sure they see your gun. IRS agents are packing now. Y'all knew that, right? So, who makes that decision? And that's the thing about all these hearings. Every freaking one of them goes, okay, fine. Well, who made that decision? Who was the final decision? And all you ever hear is, it's a coordinated effort between jurisdictions and the people on the ground and blah, blah, blah. Who said go? Who? And they can't never get an answer. That dude Mayorkas, I think Josh Hawley's gonna just come off the freaking stand at him one day. He's so sick of that guy. What a joke. What a joke. I've never seen so many elected officials tell one person, you should just resign. Poor guy. I'm doing my best to work for the American people. Obviously, you're not. Oh, what's his name from Louisiana? The other day just goes, you ain't doing your job. You're not. I am working diligently every day to put in place. And I asked him, he says, what if we just put in a policy of third nation policy, where if you come through another country before you get to us, you have to check with them first and get asylum with them first. Wouldn't that help? Well, you can't do that. You can't. What? We can make any rule we want. We can tell people you can't come here unless you have to coordinate with these countries. No, you don't. You don't have to tell them shit. You tell the immigrant, you come through Mexico and you don't stop at their embassy and look for some asylum. Don't come here looking for it either. Mayorkas, the head of DHS, is going, well, no, I'll have to check into that. I don't think we can do that. What the fuck you mean you can't do that? We can make a rule on our side going, where'd you come from? Well, I came from Nicaragua up to Mexico. Well, you go back, talk to Mexico first. Mexico's your guy. You go talk to them. No, they won't do that. We're getting lucky. I don't know what they're waiting for, but all our enemies are kind of just sitting back waiting, going, are they really? They doing this? Guys, look how stupid America is. Look how stupid they are. They're doing everything backwards. I can't believe that psycho lady yelling when they ask her the most basic economic question: what's the main driver of inflation? And she tries to blame it on other economies and blame it on supply chain issues and all this stuff. No, it's because you print too much money. Too much money chasing too few goods. You don't do it that way. And these people, it's like we've said a long time in the truth community, flat earth community, they're out for our destruction. They want the one world government. And all the people I've seen testify, I mean, if they just made their statements, look, in this administration, we're with the globalists. We want the one world order. We want one global government, one global currency. That's what we're here for. And that's what our policies are going to reflect. You're going to ask us a lot of questions about what, when, where, why, and how, and we're just refer to that's our policy. One world, one world government. That's what we want. That's what we need. Just be honest. But they can't. That's a bad thing. Can't nobody be honest about nothing. That's scary. But what do you do? What do you do? I really see the camp of the saints starting to become more of a reality. Because look what the right's doing. They're doing what they always do, and it's such a charade. They're pushing Trump, and then pushing DeSantis, and DeSantis says, "Oh, I got 4 years of being a governor." Then just say, "Leave me alone. I got a governor deal thing. I'm going here, man. All right. Maybe we're talking 28, but I'm busy, but he hadn't done that." And so they just keep this, just stupid. And they've always done it. The left. Hey, guys. Baxter. Stanley. Take it outside. Yeah, you, dude. Yeah. All of a sudden it's playtime. But it's just, God, politics is so stinking nasty. Oh, my God. I swear, all these politicians, they have to be on mega doses of sleep aids. Because I don't know how they can sleep at night. Doing the things they do and saying, being the way they are. I just don't. That's beyond me. Because, and Ted Cruz from my own state, everybody thought, wow, this guy's going to really be something. Well, what good is it when you got 1 or 2 people that'll stand up and the rest of them are sheep? What do you do? It does them good. Sure, he can do some great speeches. He can cut to the bone. He can do all that, but it doesn't change nothing. Doesn't change a thing. And boy, if the Watergate trials didn't prove it to us, and then the Iron Contra, and then the Benghazi, and then the Trump stuff, if all those things didn't prove to us that, it don't matter if the government investigates you. It don't matter if you go in front of Congress and lie. Unless you're a regular person, then they'll throw the book at you. But it's all show. Well, if you know anything about the mafia and the way it runs, then you know how the American government runs. Okay, flat. That's just a fact, flat fact. You might not know much about our politics, but if you've seen how mafia are run, that's how our government's run. It's sad. The bureaucracy is just so bad that I don't know that you ever fix it. I don't know. Bunches of people are talking about getting rid of the old departments. Man, those guys can't get rid of one freaking division in a department, let alone a whole department. Whatever. Government never shrinks. It only grows. Ever. Ever. They've never defunded anything. I bet you go through there and there's projects that probably been getting funded to the tune of, might not be much, $500,000, $1 million a year for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Been putting money to this, and who's getting it? Who gets that? That's for this. Too much of it. Too much of it. You look at those dadgum budgets. Oh my God. And it's, it's the nickel and dime shit that gets you. It's the freaking, 200,000 here, $1 million there, $1.5 million there, 750,000 here, and everybody's getting a chunk. Everybody. Yep. You gotta believe old Joe every night before his head hits the pillow, he goes, another day of protecting the American people. I did it. I did it again. Hey, guys. Come on, man. Take it outside. Boys. Tonight. Christ. Wow. They're crazy this morning. But what do you do? What do you do? You look at that Arizona stuff. The lady that wins the governorship supposedly has like up to 10 of these fake mortgages that they're laundering money for the cartel. Oh no, that's legitimate real estate dealings. Whatever. I mean, what do you do? What about that dude Fetterman that supposedly won in PA? Dude's been in a hospital with mental breakdown from his freaking stroke he had. Nobody cares. Somebody's voting for him the way the party wants. Did y'all see how the left, every Democrat voted against the Parents' Bill of Rights? That basically is just a duplicate of all of our rights by going, these also apply to parents when they're at school board meetings or talking to their higher education officials about their children. I got any common sense stuff, and the Democrats went, I don't think so. They ain't getting no more rights than they've already got. Forget it. And I've noticed in these congressional hearings, Democrats are playing their games again. They fixed the process that Nancy Pelosi had messed up. And it's one item only on each bill. And you can offer amendments on those bills. Well, the rules are if somebody offers an amendment on the bill about a certain subject, that's a first. But you can do a second, you can do a third. But you have to have some substance. They have to actually mean something. The Democrats just keep trying to do seconds and thirds. I don't know if you've seen the arguments. I don't remember who it was. He's telling a Democrat, well, you can't do a second on mine because it's the same topic. It's no difference. You just changed a couple of words. You can't do a second. No, sure I can. No, it's got to be a different subject. You can't do that. Back and forth. So, come on, guys. They can't even get their own parliamentary procedure together. And geez, here we are stuck in the middle of them. But yeah, man, if you have an opportunity to go to a Chinese acupuncturist. And I think that's the key, because their training is more in depth and they get more into the down into the base structure of the anatomy, instead of, from what I understand, like dry needling and Western acupuncture's trigger points. Yeah, they're nerve junctions, but these are the portals, like in your face, where all your nerves cut through and go through. They get trapped in these spots. And man, when she shoved those to a few spots, I could feel it. She says like calcium buildup, and boy, you could feel it puncture and go through. Man, the pressure, and you could feel your back just getting better and better and better. I'm telling you, folks, it's so far. I'm not claiming miracle for sure, but geez, boy, I'm better. I'm thinking I'm gonna go try and play golf tomorrow. I'm gonna go see her today and tell her, let's hit that spine all the way down one more time. And I'm gonna try and go play golf tomorrow and see how that goes. But we here in Texas are getting some crazy stuff going too. Did y'all hear about Elon out in San Antonio? I believe the San Antonio area. He wants to build like the old company communities. We build our houses, our people working here, living here, have a company store. Right? Elon's trying to go to the old, what was it, Goodyear that did that down in South America, the rubber plants. Several companies did that. Chiquita Banana, they had their little community, and if you worked there, you could live there cheap. If you didn't work there, you couldn't live there. I had to be an employee. Oh, and have you seen the clip that he took? Oh, was it Gail, the black lady, Gail, from one of those talk shows, in a ride in his tunnel? He's doing it in California. The tunnel's just big enough for like one car, like one of his Teslas. I mean, the concept is fine. It's like a roller coaster. It can't go off the rails. It's got side railing, and your tires just turn on around. That's autopilot. And I think he said they were going 30 miles an hour, and she was all scared. Whoa, whoa, whoa. He's like, oh, we can go up to 150 miles an hour. He's like, well, how do they keep from crashing? Well, you have autopilot. When you get in the tunnel, it's autopilot only. So his plan is around there in his area in Southern California to have a tube tunnel system for his cars, so they don't have to drive out on the freeways there in California. So I know he's been digging those tunnels for a long time. Back when he first had got that property in California, I read a deal about how he started in his parking lot because he couldn't get permits to do anything else. So he got the right permit to dig a hole in his own parking lot, and he started his tunnel. I think the rules in California were, yeah, you can dig a hole, and once you dig the hole, if you want to go horizontal, nothing stopping you. So he's been digging his tunnel. I thought it was a big old tunnel. It's just a small tunnel for one car, and there's no really infrastructure, and then it has like a light, LED light strip down the center. But Elon, what's his deal? I still don't know what to think about the guy. I'm not sure about Elon. I don't know what his deal is. Somebody, was it Jordan Peterson? I was watching a deal, and they were talking about the pressure and stuff when people are that rich and all those things. And he was talking about how, it's hell every day for those people. And he was in an interview, and somebody goes, well, what if you weren't here? What if you were dead? And he kind of mumbled to himself, it'd be easier. He understands that it would be easier to be dead than to be him. because he got so much on his plate. Oh, right. That's what they want for us, man. They want these urban communities for 15 minutes, man. Everything's within 15 minutes of you. You don't need a car. We'll give you a rental space. You'll love it. You'll love it. But yeah, when you see guys like that, it's like, okay, if you were really that independent and that much of a rebel, you would have done a whole lot more with the Twitter stuff than you've done so far. That's kind of fallen on a lot of deaf ears. It's getting pushed back into the dark, and there's some crazy stuff in there, and nobody's really listening. Nothing's going to happen to anybody. That's a problem. Like I said a while ago. I mean, that's what everybody thought Trump was going to do. Everybody thought Trump was going to come in and be the knight in shining armor and expose all this stuff, and he didn't do anything. He could have done a across the board, man, sweep of these people. He's got all the files. He can declassify what he wanted. Said he was going to, but he didn't. Says he's going to if he gets reelected. We'll see. You see how both sides know when the other gets in power how to stall all the workings. Like the Democrats, every investigation that had been open under them, they shut them down. And if the Republicans wanted to go back on that same subject, they had to start all over. They couldn't have any of the information. They couldn't have any of the stuff. They had to start over, request all the documents from all the people all over again. That's the shit they do. Well, I mean, that was his story. Was that that was his deal. Gonna drain the swamp. Gonna drain the swamp. You know, he tells the stories of, I was one of them. I use their tax laws. I'm smart because I did that. But I'm gonna fix all that because I know how it works. Didn't do nothing. Could have done a bunch. He did too. For the spot we're in, and then what happened in 20, and then what happened in 22, they just keep pulling their shenanigans. They just keep doing their thing, and nobody stops it. Nobody. And when you try to stop them, that's when you become a bigot, racist, homophobe, transphobe, freaking phobe. You're a phobe if you don't like it. What time is it? 11:06. All right, folks. That's about all I had today. I'm telling you, if you get a chance, go to a true Chinese acupuncturist. Do it. I mean, even if you're like, I feel pretty good. I can make you feel better. Especially like your gut health and stuff. Man, she lined my stomach out quick. Felt good. Feeling good. So everybody pray for Jim Brewer and his wife, her cancer. That's crazy. He's a good guy. I watch a lot of his stuff. He's one of those celebrities that he believes in God, he trusts in God, and he's one of those telling the truth out there. He's calling it like it is, and I gotta appreciate that. So everybody, y'all be good. Love y'all. Good discernment. Good vibrations. Later.